How y'all doing? Can't believe it. It's cold in Miami. It's windy. It's raining, but it feels good out here. But this video right here is just saying my heart goes out to Papoose. The good guy always get done dirty. The good guy always get cheated on. The good guy that has already gone through it one time with Remy Ma now is basically and perpetratedly is also being betrayed allegedly by Clarissa Shields. We all know what Papoose went through with Remy Ma already. We all know that Papoose stood 10 toes with Remy Ma. When she was in prison, he was there. He took care of the kids. He never cheated. He was faithful. He was loyal. And women don't want good men. I'm not talking about the good queens. I'm talking about women that want bad men. They like them bad men that treat them like shit. And when they get good men, they treat them like shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like vice versa. And Papoose is a stand-up person. He's a great father. He's a great friend. He's a great brother. And most importantly, he's loyal. He's faithful with the woman that he loves. We seen that with Remy Ma, and we all know what Remy Ma did to him. Now 50 Cent is using the same method. And with the leaks and the audios being leaked of Clarissa Shields being with Marshall Riley Bud, and him not paying Bud for nothing. These are videos and leaks that are now coming out, actually putting Clarissa Shields out there as the perpetrator, as the one that's doing Papoose dirty. Papoose now again is going through this shit again. Something that he ran away from. Something that he didn't evaluate it or wanted to see happen in his lifetime again. You know, as a father and as a good man, he just wanted to just be treated with respect. He wanted to be treated with love, with loyalty, with honesty, with care, with humbleness. You know what I'm saying? With the utmost respect. But Clarissa Shields now is being exposed for also cheating on the good man, allegedly. And that's what good men go through. You see, when women's can feel that they can go ahead and manipulate that type of adversity because they make more money, or they feel that they're more independent and they feel take care of the man, that they're more responsible, the respect and the love goes over their head. It's like they don't see it. Oh, I'm never gonna get caught. Don't worry about it. He's under me. I'm taking care of him. I never saw Papoose as taking advantage of Remy Ma or Clarissa Shields. I always saw him as a man with standards, respect, morals, not for clout, with discipline. And like I said before, a good father to his kids. Even the kids that weren't his, that were Remy Ma's from a prior relationship, he took care of them kids when Remy Ma was in prison. You understand? Papoose almost went to jail because he tried to duplicate a jail house key to get her out of there. That's how committed and that's how loyal Papoose was to Remy Ma. But it just comes to show you what women that want bad boys, that don't want the good boy, because when they get the good boy, they feel like they're boring, like they're not the bad boy. They're not wild and crazy things, adventurous, and be at, you know what I'm saying, the type of bad boy that they always dream of them to having and pursuing a relationship with, or just an on and off, you know, fuck here, fuck there, you know, no strings attached type thing. When they get somebody like Papoose, they feel that they can take advantage of them. They feel that they can run and step all over them because they know that man is not going to perpetrate them. It's not going to cheat on them. It's going to be as loyal and as faithful as he can be. And now 50 Cent is breaking that cycle from Papoose. And imagine, already going through it once with Remy Ma, and then if this is found out to be true, that she cheated on him like it's looking like, Papoose is going to grow hating women, to not being loyal to women. he's going to remove himself from that perspective and that narrative. And every good woman or good woman that comes into his life, he's going to start treating them like shit. Why? Because he's been treated like shit. He's been cheated on. He's been stepped on. He's been disrespected on. So right now, Clarissa Shields is the one that needs to fix this problem and this issue. And by the looks of it, she is denying it. She's not complying to it. And now even with the, the lawsuit that she said that she was going to sue him, now she's backing down from the lawsuit ever since the leaks and the recordings had been coming out. And in one of the videos that was leaked, she was all up on Muscle Riley Bud, you know what I'm saying? All up on him, just like 50 Cent said. So how in the hell can 50 Cent pay Bud when the video basically shows you being all up on this man and you was basically with Papoose? 50 Cent is such a miserable narcissist person, but I think Papoose needs to find himself a break on dating. He's been with women back to back, and you absolutely right, Queen. He needs to find himself. Remember the conversation that we were having about not being desperate and not being on a rush, finding yourself, taking time for yourself. And I think Papoose needs that. And Papoose problem is that he's too loyal. He's too faithful. He's too committed to go out there and put himself out there like Remy Ma and now Clarissa Shields. And that closes the door for a woman who really would find Papoose to be a good man, a loving man, a responsible, caring, humble man. And when that woman comes, Papoose is going to treat her like shit because he's not going to trust that woman, because he's going to feel, if I put all my trust and I give my all, I give my soul, I give my heart, I'm going to get played again. I'm going to be mistreated again. I'm going to get played on. I'm going to be taken advantage of. So it's best for me to treat this woman like shit, and I guarantee you she's going to love me. And I'm not trying to say that all queens are like that, because they ain't. You got beautiful queens out there that are willing to be in love. Don't care what you have, don't care what you make. As long as you treat them right and with respect, they're willing to be with you 100%. I hate the term 50 and 50. Yeah, we go 50-50. No, when you're in a relationship, you go 100. You go all the way in. And that's why I think I find myself being single as well. But this is not about me. This is about Papoose. Oh, how much of a great person, a great father, a great man that he has been to Clarissa Shields. Knowing what Remy Ma did to him, he still decided to be the better person and be a good man and treat Clarissa Shields with respect, with love, and most of all, with trust and loyalty, and never to lie on her and be faithful to her. You understand what I'm saying? And this is... What's up, big dog? Thank you, Fresh, for coming in. I appreciate that. But yes, Queen, I'm just being honest. You know what? When men find good women, most men cheat on that good woman. Hey, I used to be a cheater myself, so I know what time it is. I was a bad cheater. Woo-hoo-hoo, boy, when I say I was a bad cheater. And I remember one woman told me, be honest with women. Even if you're cheating on them, let them make the choice to be with you. And I guarantee you, even if they feel that you're a scumbag and a bastard, they're going to respect you more because you decided to be honest with them. And I think that's the problem with a lot of women as well. You know what I'm saying? When they feel that they can step all over you and disrespect you and still keep you humble and keep you on that muscle tone where everything that you see is going to go over your head, they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to go ahead and straight pimp your ass in a way that is going to hurt you emotionally and physically. But most importantly, it's going to break your heart. And you're going to feel, since you were so honest with two women that you decided to date back to back, broke your heart. And then let's say you take time off. And when that actual good woman comes and you see that she treated you the way you treated the other two, you're going to go ahead and put that shield, that protective and guarded shield up, and you're going to treat that woman exactly how Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields treated you. You know what I'm saying? Honesty is the key to everything. It's hard to find a good woman, especially if we can't be honest. I'm gonna tell you something. That's the problem, Fresh. When a good man is honest, just like when a good woman is honest. I've done my research. Don't you know that 65 to almost 80% of good women and good men get cheated on? Maybe even more as the years go on, the percentages go up. You see, but when a woman gets a bad man or when a man gets a bad woman, they love them, they treasure them, they cry over them, they run for them. They'll die for them. They'll do whatever for them. A lot of women and a lot of men have said that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no feminine man. I want a man that's bad, that lives the bad life. You know what I'm saying? I want a man that basically it's gonna treat me like shit, not in them words, but we want a man that we can chase, that we can run after, because a good man is a boring relationship. It's a boring chemistry. You know what I'm saying? A good man just wants to stay home and work and, you know what I'm saying, be around the family. He don't want to do anything of what my taste is. So when I get a bad man, I'm going to keep the good man on the side, because once me and that bad man that I'm having an affair with or I'm fucking with, me and him are over, I still got plan A that is still with me. But once I get bored of plan A, I'm going with plan B. I'm going to have my little fun. I'm going to trick a little bit. Why? Because I'm the one that makes more money. I'm the one that's bringing in more of the dough. You know, he's going to take care of the kids. He's going to be responsible to the house. He's going to make sure that our life being, when it comes to that environment, is straight. So it gives me time to go out there and play and, you know, flirt and do the little trick-or-treating. And at the ending of the day, if anyone even tells him or her, vice versa, that I'm playing, that I'm tricking or cheating, all I gotta do is put the sad face and come out with crocodile tears and say, I love you, I love you. He's gonna believe, or she's gonna believe me, because their heart belongs to me. And that's the problem when it comes to that aspect in relationships. And I think Papoose needs to take a break. You know what it is? He just went through this with Remy Ma. And the man was 100 with Remy Ma. I mean, this dude was spectacular with Remy Ma. And she did this man dirty. They didn't tell this man shit. On Christmas, I think when, you know, at that same time in Christmas, when Papoose was with the kids and everything, she was with Captain E, whatever the hell his name is, having the time of her life, fucking the shit out that dude, while Papoose is being a family man, being responsible, being a father, even to the kids that ain't his, making sure that everything in the house is okay while you out there fucking somebody. And now Clarissa Shields is being exposed for that same type of perspective. You know what I'm saying? You all up on the dude, shaking your ass all up of a dude. You know what I'm saying? This man got pictures. This man got videos. And guess what? 50 Cent saw it, and a couple of other people saw it, and they're laughing at Papoose. They're making fun of Papoose. They're saying, damn, Papoose, you that damn weak? And women don't like men that weak because they feel that man is not nothing to fight for or be worth fighting for. They want to fight for a man that treats them like shit, that makes them cry and fucks the shit out of them and treats them like a piece of shit. It is what it is. I don't know how to give my heart to anyone besides the Most High. I have too much disgust for people in general. And you know what? Women and men that have been gutted and have been betrayed like Papoose, and good women, at the ending of the day, it's going to come to a point, Fresh, that they're going to start doing the same thing, because they're going to get tired of giving their heart, giving their soul, giving their everything, giving their respect. And you know what I'm saying? Being compassionate, being passionate, being understanding, being loved, being humble, being caring, being faithful, being loyal. They're going to get tired of that. And guess what? When that good person comes into their life, they're going to treat them exactly how they were treated by the motherfuckers who cheated on them and who lied on them and was, you know, who used infidelity towards them. And that's why my heart goes out to Papoose. Papoose is not a bad person. Papoose is a great person. He's a great father. He's a great, you know what I'm saying? In every aspect, you know what I'm saying? He will ride and die for the woman that he's with. I saw it when he fought Fat Joe. I saw it when he fought Captain E. And now he's doing the same thing for Clarissa Shields. And the one that's looking stupid is him. Because 50 Cent is now exposing her for tricking on him while he's been faithful the whole 9 yards. He just did that song. He destroyed 50 Cent on that song. But guess what? Papoose might have won the battle. Yes, Papoose might have won the battle and the rap battle, but he lost the war. He lost the fight. Why? Because 50 Cent gets the last laugh. Look what my homeboy was doing with your girl when you wasn't around. Where you was at? Your girl ass was all over my homeboy. She was rubbing all up on my homeboy. She was chilling, clubbing, drinking, kissing, touching, fucking, rubbing, cuddling, hugging. And where was you at, Papoose? Being a good man, being a great boyfriend, being that faithful and loyal man that women don't like. A lot of women don't like faithful men. They like bad men. You know why? Because they're used to that. That's all they know, you know what I'm saying, that they have been with. So they don't upgrade. They stay there. It's like a lot of men, when they find a good woman, they run. They get scared. They don't know how to treat her because all they used to is women that have treated them bad. So when they get a good woman, they treat that woman exactly how the woman that cheated on them treated them. You understand what I'm saying? Pat going to punch him in the face. I'm not faithful. I will never commit. And you know what, Fresh? You might say that now. But when you get older, you will find somebody that loves you to death. You will find somebody that God is going to put in front of you. And he's going to test you to see if you will be committed or you will cheat. Because if you do cheat, he's going to take away from you. And then when you find the person that you fell in love with, that you choose, and that woman treats you the same way like you treated that woman, then you will understand exactly what I was saying. Remember my words. Don't ever say never, Fresh. Don't ever say never. Because you never know. But let me tell y'all something. Papoose has shown not only to his family, not only to his loved ones, not only to those that are close to him, what loyal is all about, what faithful is all about, what's being loyal and what's being respectful and what's being a real man is all about. And guess what? He gets taken advantage of because of that problem. And it's going to come to a point that a woman is going to try to break that cycle of him being hurt. And in return, he's going to end up hurting her because all he knows is how he's being hurt. That's all he's always going to remember. It's always going to reflect to him. That's all he knows. And 50 Cent is using that as a weapon. 50 Cent is basically just telling Papoose, you know what? You being faithful, you being loyal, you being a good man. But here you go. You got your girl out here fucking doing shit with my boy, and she got you in the background like a dumbass, and you over there talking about you love her ass, and she over here shaking her ass all over my boy. What type of woman is that, Papoose? You over here dissing me and defending a woman who don't even fucking respect you because she out here shaking her ass to another man. You know how devastating that is? You know how disrespectful that is? Well, guess what? Clarissa Shields now is coming up with excuses. You can't come up with excuses when they got you videos leaked, when they got recordings of you. You was with Papoose when you was doing this. But here you are fighting Remy Ma, telling Remy Ma, that's my man. That's my man. I'm gonna marry him. We're gonna be together. We're gonna form a family together. But you out here tricking with somebody that has beef with your man's friend. And that's why I cannot just give my heart out like that to any woman. Remember what I said at the beginning of my life? I used to be a fucking cheater. God, listen, when I say I used to be a cheater, I used to be a cheater. But guess what? God took something away from me because of my wrongdoings. And I will never forget that. I will forever regret it for the rest of my fucking life. That's why I say fresh, don't ever say never. Because when that good person comes into your life, and let's say that person goes to heaven because of an accident, because of an illness, or because something bad happened, or she decides to leave you because she knows that you a piece of shit. Not you. I'm using it in perspectives. I'm saying it in general. Because you cheated on her or you did her bad, then that's when you're gonna feel like, damn, the whole world is against me. I'm alone, I'm miserable, and everybody that comes bad in my life, I'm gonna appreciate it because that's all I know. Because when I get somebody good in my life, I'm gonna run, I'm gonna be scared, I'm gonna be nervous because I can't upgrade to that level. And that's exactly what Clarissa Shields is doing to Papoose. She knows he can't upgrade because he's used to that already. I had a whole step kid and lady, but she betrayed my trust. So I'm cold-hearted as fuck at this point. And it's all right to be cold-hearted. It's all right to feel like that, fresh. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. When you give your all and you put your heart, you put your everyday faithfulness and everyday caring and being humble and being that person to being 10 toes down and keeping it 100, and that trust is broken, you have every right as a human to be mad, to be upset, and not to take bullshit from nobody. But remember, we adapt to type of situations like that, and especially when they put you through that many times, just like Papoose. This is not Papoose first time going through this. This is Papoose third time going through this. Because he was in a prior relationship before Remy Ma, and she did him the same way. So you see, Papoose needs to take a break. Papoose needs to get away. Papoose needs to understand, if you don't protect your heart, you don't protect your soul, you're gonna die of, loneliness, to giving yourself that respect and love that you yourself deserve for you as a human being. Remember, if you don't care about yourself, how a person that you with is going to care and respect you as a person? You have to show that person that you love yourself and you're not going to take shit from them. You understand what I'm saying? And Papoose is the type of person, when he falls in love, he gives his all. He gives his everything. Man, I seen it when he was with his first girl, when he was with Remy Ma, and now with Clarissa Shields. He gives it his all. He's not the type of person to play you or disrespect you or cheat on you or be out there fucking all types of different women. And I respect that from Papoose, because for a lot of women, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, man, men are a piece of shit. Men are no good. All they do is cheat on women, fuck anything they see. Papoose is not that type. So I have to salute and celebrate Papoose on that level. But when it comes to a man doing a woman bad that's good, we get the backflash and we get the backfire off of that, because now that woman, every time she gets a good man, she's gonna treat him exactly like her ex treated her, like a piece of shit. And seeing him cry, seeing him suffer, is gonna be the laughter and a dream come true, because she's gonna feel that she's putting revenge on what her ex did to her on a new person that she's with. Because she didn't have the heart to do it to her ex, because that was her heartbreak. That was her letdown. That was her most shameful part of her life, and being with a person that she loved, and all he did was break her down into pieces. Papoose is in the same perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say fresh, just like I tell everybody that's on the live, if you are in love, make sure you take a step back. Make sure you observe. You see everything. Don't let nothing go over your head. If you see that your girl or your man is too much on the phone, not paying attention to you, hiding the phone, putting a password on the phone, it's always online, you know something's going up. if you ask your partner, hey, can I see your phone? And that person says no, why? You don't trust me? They start screaming and yelling. You know that partner's cheating on you. You know that partner's hiding something from you. I'm going to tell you something. I used to be a cheater. I used to be a piece of shit. That's why I can tell you that. You see how honest I am? There's a lot of men and there's a lot of women that can't do that. Because I remember when some of my exes wanted to look through my phone, I'd be like, hell no. You ain't gonna look through my phone. Hell no, I don't look through yours. That's an excuse right there to hide what I am hiding so she won't find out. And guess what? God punished me. God punished me because not all women are bad. But to me, all women were bad because I was hurted. I was gutted. I got played like a fool at one time in my life. And that's why I tell you like this, Fresh and Queen and whoever's online. Papoose really needs to take a break because 50 Cent is going yams right now, posting these memes because he's the petty and the biggest fucking piece of shit there is when it comes to memes, when it comes to posts, and when it comes to being a bully. He's the biggest piece of shit, but he don't want to admit to his wrongs. He don't want to admit to what he did to both of his baby mamas. He don't want to admit to what he did to his ex-girlfriends. He don't want to admit what he did to his first son. He don't want to admit that he started the problems with everybody that he got beef with now. So what is he doing? He's taking his anger out on Papoose. Why? Because Papoose did that diss track and Clarissa Shields now is being exposed for being with 50 Cent homeboy. How you gonna fuck with 50 Cent homeboy when you know that your man and 50 Cent got beef? How stupid can you be, Clarissa? Papoose trying to make diss tracks instead of making his. He's slow just like the girl Clarissa. Look, it's not about the fact that he's slow. The fact is, he's a good man. I'm talking about relationships. And 50 Cent is taking advantage of that. Since 50 Cent can't hold down a relationship, since 50 Cent got mad at fucking Puff Daddy for fucking his baby mama, because she used to be a choo-choo train hoe, a fucking hip-hop dancer who T.I. fucked first before 50 Cent fucked her. So let's keep that in perspective. You want to talk like that? Let's keep that in perspective too. It's not about that. It's about how good men get played by women who don't give a fuck. Let's put that in perspective. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to talk about Papoose in that way, let's talk about 50 Cent not being good to women. Let's talk about 50 Cent beating up on women. Papoose don't beat up on women. Papoose don't burn down houses with his kids and his baby mama in the house. Let's talk about that. Since you want to talk like that, let's talk about that then. Exactly my point. You ain't never heard Papoose going to jail or his woman accusing him of beating her down or burning down the house with his first child and her inside the house. You ain't never heard no shit like that. You ain't never heard of Papoose snitching on anybody. You ain't never heard of Papoose dissing his boys just for clout. Never. I'm talking about how he gets in relationships and every time he gives his heart, he gets played because he wants to be a good person. He don't want to be like everybody else. He don't want to be like 50 Cent. So my heart goes out to Papoose because he's a good man. He's a good person. He's a great father. He even took care of the kids that weren't even his. Can 50 Cent tell you that? No. So when you come in my channel, make sure you can back up what you saying. Cause I used to fuck with 50 Cent back then. Can't nobody could have tell me shit about 50 Cent. 50 Cent was the fucking hip hop hero when he came out with Get Rich or Die Trying. But now that I know, and there's fucking facts, and there's factual with paperwork and documentation that he beats up on women, burned down his baby mama house with his son there, fucking sabotages women, tries his own culture. Why he don't try his handler? Why he don't talk about Donald Trump? Why he don't talk about other people that are in the Epstein files? Why it's only gotta be black people? Don't come over here with that shit, man. I don't mean no disrespect. But make sure, if you're going to come out like that, also, don't be biased. Don't be biased. Papoose has never beaten up a woman. Don't you know that 50 Cent got a song claiming and also admitting that he used to beat down his baby mama? Do you know that? No, you don't. Because people like yourself and me, when we used to be 50 Cent, well, when I used to be a 50 Cent fan, I used to let that shit go over my head. Because I didn't want to believe that 50 Cent used to beat up on women. But he does. He does. So all that other shit that he's doing now, I can't respect it. That's not man shit. But you know what? What Clarissa is doing to Papoose, that's dead ass wrong too. Papoose don't deserve that shit, man. Papoose is a good dude. He's always there to defend his family. He's always there to stand 10 toes down for his family. He's always there to be faithful and loyal, show the most gratitude and show the utmost appreciation. Because he cares. 50 Cent don't care about none of that. Do you know that 50 Cent and his first son don't even get along? 50 Cent first song keeps 50 Cent away from his mother because he told Marcus, I'm gonna kill your mother. Do y'all ever saw her interviews? Come on, man. Let's be real here. Let's keep it 100 too. Let's stop defending 50 Cent, bruh. It's time to wake up. I could defend Papoose. Why? Because he never cheated on Remy Ma. He never cheated on his first baby mama. He never cheated on Carissa. I could defend him for that. But you can't defend 50. Because when you defend 50, he'll turn around and fucking perpetrate you. Look what he did to Tony. Look what he did to Lloyd Banks. Look what he did to fucking Young Buck. Look what he did to the game because the game ain't want to turn his back on fucking Jadakiss and Fat Joe, who he was friends with before the beef even happened with Fat Joe and Jadakiss. So because he didn't want to do that, he turned on the game. But we didn't know that because we were so much of 50 Cent fans and we let that shit go over our heads because he was the superhero back then when he first came out. Now everything is coming out. So he using that, what Clarissa and Remy Ma did to him, to fucking mentally and emotionally fuck up Papoose. Don't you think that shit hurt, man? Of course it does. You out here being faithful. You out here being real. You out here being a real man. And you getting played for being respectful, for being a good person, for being a great father, for being a great friend, for being somebody that you know that you can trust. And you getting played? That shit hurts, man. It hurts, dog. And once again, I used to be a piece of shit. I used to cheat a lot on women. I'm in my 40s now. I don't want to do that shit. And I lost somebody very important in my life. You know what I would give to have that person back in my life? But y'all want to go ahead and make fun of Papoose for being real, being loyal? Oh, no, you know what? I don't want to see nobody getting into problems. I don't want to see nobody getting hurt. But as soon as you see a good person getting hurt, y'all make fun of him. Nah, man, I ain't with that shit. Show respect to a person that is given respect and has always been 100. I ain't never heard of Papoose doing anybody foul. I ain't never heard of Papoose doing his friends, his family, his women, his kids wrong. But 50 Cent, baby mamas have been done wrong. Fucking kids have been done wrong. Friends have been done wrong. Huh? You don't hear that shit from Papoose? And that's why women take advantage of Papoose because he has an amazing heart. Papoose has an amazing fucking personality. He loves to be good to the woman that he's with. He loves to open up his heart and show that woman, I know you've been through a lot. I know men like to cheat on you. I know men like to abuse you. I know men like to take your money. I know men like to take advantage of you. But I'm here to show you that man can be good, man can be faithful, man can be loyal, man can be respectful. But guess what? Oh, I got a good boy. I'm gonna make him plan A. I'm gonna play his ass every time I get and every chance I get. Because I know he's gonna stay with me because he's a good boy. So let me go ahead to plan B. Let me trick a little. Let me have fun. Let me fuck this nigga. Let me fuck this nigga. And once he gets a little suspicious that I'm doing something, I go ahead and play the victim. Oh, baby, I love you. Men do the same shit. It's vice versa. Men do the same shit. Men are pieces of shit just as much as women who cheat are pieces of shit. I ain't only defending Papoose. I'm defending my real sisters out there who have to put up with pieces of shit like 50 Cent. Or had to put up with pieces of shit like I used to be. Because I was a straight piece of shit. And guess what? Papoose is the one getting the bad end out of everything. He's the one that is being taken for a joke. He's the one that's being put in a chokehold. How does he fucking make it? How does he go through this shit? I gotta give it to him. His first baby mama, his Remy Ma, and now Clarissa Shields. And the man still wants to remain loyal. He still wants to remain responsible. He still wants to be a great father. He still wants to be a great man to Clarissa Shields. You gotta give it up to the nigga, bruh. You gotta give it to a man like that. That's, bro, you know what? I know Papoose mother is happy. She is so proud of her son. Because she knows that even Papoose getting cheated on, even Papoose getting fucked on, even Papoose being taken advantage of, she knows that her son could hold his own. But the thing is, how much more can Papoose take? How much bullshit can Papoose take? It might lead into, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not going to be loyal. I'm not going to be faithful. I'm not going to be kind. I'm not going to be sweet no more. So whatever woman comes into my way because of Remy Ma, because of his first baby mama, and because of Clarissa Shields, I'm going to do exactly to the woman that comes into my life like they did to me. Think about that shit, y'all, for a minute. What about if that was you? What about if that was you? Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in, Green. I appreciate it. Thank you. But for real, how do you think that Papoose feels right now? He's embarrassed. He feels stupid. He feels dumb. Because in every relationship, he gives his all. 50 Cent don't give a fuck. Do you know that 50 Cent's second baby mama asked him for $10,000 so they can open up a business? And she said, I'm going to put it in my name and your name. You know what he told her? Bitch, I'm too cheap to buy a dream. You better go get the money from somewhere else. Do you know that she bought a wig? And 50 Cent told her, you better take that shit back with his cheap ass? Papoose ain't never did that to none of his baby mamas. Y'all want to defend 50 Cent so much, y'all better start looking on the man's background and how he treats women. Don't you know that Vivica Fox licked his ass? Yes, she licked his ass, just like Papoose said on the song. And guess what? He roasted her, he disrespected her because she was honest about the shit. If you look at Vivica Fox right now, it ain't even Vivica Fox because of 50 Cent. Just because she said the truth after you disrespected her and tried her, and she just got fed up and said, man, look, man, I was fucking this nigga in the bed, and this nigga told me to lick his asshole. And y'all want to go ahead and defend 50 Cent, man. Come on, man. Y'all stop, bruh. This is not about me being biased. Because if it was the other way around and it was 50 Cent that was in Papoose's place, and it was 50 Cent being that kind, that loyal, and that faithful, and show respect to his woman like that, I will be defending 50 Cent right now. So it's not about being biased. But imagine, whoever's on my live right now, as a man, imagine if you was in Papoose, you know what I'm saying, place. If you was in his fucking narrative, if you was in his situation, would you want anybody to make fun of you? Would you want anybody to make fun of you? I'm asking the chat. For all the men that are in my chat, if you was in Papoose's place, would you want anybody to make fun of you and destroy you mentally and emotionally? No. But y'all here defending 50 Cent? Come on, man. Stop the shit. At least you can say that Papoose is a real person. Papoose is a caring person. Papoose is not a cheater. Papoose is not unfaithful. Papoose is not disrespectful. You know, Papoose almost lost his freedom because of Remy Ma? Do y'all know that? No. Because a lot of y'all don't do y'all research. And that's what hurts. That there's good men out there and they get treated like shit, dog. They get treated like they ain't nothing. They get treated like a fucking garbage can. Just like there's a lot of beautiful queens out there that get treated like nothing. That get treated like dirt. They got all these fucking bad men coming into their life. And you know why? Because they don't upgrade. They so used to fucking with no good man that's all they know. So when they get a good man, they get scared. They get nervous. They don't know how to treat that person because they don't know how to. But Papoose, that's been through this in prior relationships, he should have learned better. He should have known better. He should have taken more caution and be more precautious and also be more alerted and have his guards up more. But instead, when the heart loves, there's nothing you can do about it. When you love somebody, there's nothing you can do about it. And when that person cheats on you, and if you love that person so much, you're going to give that person a chance. You're going to give that person as many chances until she deteriorates you and you can't take it no more. That is the price of love. That is the price of being real. That is the price of being loyal. That is the price of being faithful. That is the price of being honest, monogamous. That is the price of being a real motherfucker. You get played on because your heart does not want to be cold. And that's why good people get hurt all the time. There was pieces of shit like I used to be, yes, because I was a piece of shit. I didn't hit women. I didn't abuse women. But when it came to women, it was like a lust affair. I wanted to be with as much woman as I could because I love pussy. But I didn't fuck all of them. I just love to be around women. But I didn't think I was a piece of shit. But I was. And I was being in denial. Papoose has never been like that. And y'all don't want me to show Papoose respect? Man, get the fuck out of here. I was a piece of shit with women. Not because I was good to them. I treated them good. You know what I'm saying? I was always in good vibes. But I was a cheating ass motherfucker. Not until that one day that a woman told me, don't you know, the more real you are with a woman, the realer and the more they will respect you, even if they hate you. But just be real to them. And guess what? Once I started learning how to do that, women, they respected me more. Even though they didn't want to fuck with me no more, but they respected me more because I was honest. And guess what? I had to stop being that way. And thanks God that I'm not that way anymore. It took years for me to change. It just doesn't take a day in, day out. No, it takes time. You can't rush it. You can't be selfish or antagonizing or annoying when it comes to shit like that. Papoose has never done that, y'all. And look what he's going through for being a good fucking man. Damn, Clarissa, you ain't ashamed of yourself? Why are you denying something that is being exposed? Leak videos, leak phone conversations, and 50 Cent is having a fucking thrill. Don't you know 50 Cent is the biggest piece of shit on fucking in the internet? 50 Cent is enjoying seeing Papoose suffer now. And all because Papoose fucking defended you. All because Papoose thought that you was faithful to him. All because Papoose thought that he had a good woman. All because Papoose thought that you was not gonna be like Remy Ma. And here you are. Another Remy Ma. God damn. And that's why good men, they turn into bad men. Because the ones that are real, the ones that are loyal, the ones that are faithful, they get tired. It comes to a point that they can't take it no more. And they try their hardest not to go that route, not to be that type of man. But women who don't give a fuck about love pushes good men to that point. Just like pieces of shit men push good women to that point. But if men and women are used to being like that, you know what? They're never going to find peace within themselves. They're never going to find love. They're never going to find somewhere where they feel comfortable, where they feel at ease, where they feel, peace, where they feel that they can trust the relationship itself. You know why? Because they so used to being grimy and dirty and fucking cheaters that that's all that they ever going to be compromised with. And that's where you draw the line when it comes to a good woman or a good man. And Papoose is in that category. Papoose don't want nothing bad to happen to Clarissa Shields, just like he don't want nothing bad to happen to his ex Remy Ma. He always wished Remy Ma well, even though she did him dirty the way she did. Even though she put him in the circumstances and situations that he didn't want to be in. He was embarrassed. He looked like a fucking fool. And now Clarissa Shields doing this to him too? Come on, man. How you think Papoose feel as a man, being this fucking loyal and being this honest and being this real? How do you think he feels? All that what Remy Ma did to him is playing all back in his mind again. Damn, Remy Ma did me like this. Now 50 Cent is putting shit out there of his homeboy fucking with my girl, and I fucking will go all out to defend you, and this is how you do me, Clarissa Shields? How you think Papoose feels? He feels bad. He's sad. I know that man's heart right now is deteriorating right now because he's tired of being a good man. And at one point, I was rooting for Clarissa Shields and Papoose. I was like, yeah, he found that one. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that Clarissa found the one because Papoose has never been a liar or a cheater before. But damn, you're going to do him like that, Clarissa? A man that really put everything out there and laid everything out there and puts himself forward to being with you after everything he went through with Remy Ma, and you're going to do this shit to him? It's not allegedly. 50 Cent put everything out there. That's not a woman with a heart. That's not a woman that loves. That's not a woman that respects. That's not a woman that wants peace. That's not a woman that wants a relationship. She just wants somebody on the side just to say that she has somebody. Remember, Papoose, you were plan A. But she decided to move to plan B and plan C. Now that everything is backfiring on her, she wants to go back to plan A, which is you. My heart goes out to you, Papoose, man. And I got to show you the utmost respect because you a stand-up man and you always been like that. You always been the type of dude to show the utmost love and most respect to the woman that you with. And I have to respect you for that. But you have to be careful as well. You can't let your heart just go like that and just fall in love that fast without knowing the circumstances. Hey, we all go through it. I've been through it. I also did my damage. I also hurted women when it came to cheating. I know that. So that's why I'm saying this. Because I was a piece of shit. But when it comes to men with like Papoose, he don't deserve that. Papoose don't deserve to get treated like that. Papoose don't deserve to get cheated on. Papoose don't deserve to get hurted like that. Papoose doesn't deserve to be in this situation because Papoose has always been 100 in all his relationships, and every one of them. But guess what? Clarissa Shields, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire. I'm the GOAT in women boxing. Oh yeah, everybody sweating me. I'm gonna go ahead and trick a little bit. Papoose ain't gonna find out. Hey shit, Remy Ma did it to him and he stayed with her. So I know I could get away with the shit. Damn, really, Clarissa? Are you fucking serious, Clarissa? Wow, bro. It really states a lot how much a piece of shit women and how much piece of shit men we got on this world. And thanks God, I elevated from that stage in my life. I can definitely say that I'm a good man. And if I ever find me a woman that I can love, I will forever be faithful, especially if the woman is good. If the woman is a bad woman, I'm not finna go through trials and tribulations. I'm gonna leave your ass wherever you stand. I'm gonna leave you talking to that brick wall. I ain't finna argue. I ain't finna get mad. I'm gonna let you do what you do because I'm gonna do what I do. And that's the problem with good men and good women, that they give chances, they give opportunities, they want to come back because they feel that it's gonna work out. If it happened once, hey, giving a chance might be a risk. If it happens twice and you stay, then it's on you if it happens again. You can't blame the person who you took back because that person already did it to you twice. So if that person does it a third time, then it's stupid you, then it's dumb you, then it's ridiculous clown fool you. It's not on that person because you know that person was going to do it again, but you decided to give that person another chance. And that's where it all falls down bad, especially when you give your heart and you've been through it already. And I know you guarding your heart because you don't want to go through it. Man, Papoose has been through this 3 times already. And he's the one that's always faithful. And he always get fucking tried. That's fucked up, man. Papoose don't deserve that shit, man. Papoose is a good man, bruh. And y'all see how he is. Y'all saw how he was with Remy Ma. Man, this man loved Remy Ma for real. He was about that when it came to Remy Ma. And look how she ended up doing him. And now you, Clarissa? Really? Now you want to put yourself in them standards and you was going off on Remy for the way that she treated Papoose, but you're doing the same thing to Papoose? Come on, man, grow the fuck up. You can't hide from what 50 Cent and his homeboy showed. The videos leaked, the phone conversations, the text messages. You can't hide from that, Clarissa. You was with Papoose when you were doing your tricking. It says a lot about you, Clarissa. I'm very disappointed, but I know Papoose is hurt. I know Papoose right now saying to himself, damn, when am I ever find a woman that really loves me for me? When I'm gonna find a woman that I know that I can love, that I don't have to go through this shit with? Well, guess what, Papoose? You need to take a break. You need to just relax, be by yourself for a little bit, give yourself some time before you decide to open up the doors and try to find somebody to be with and who to love. Hey, love is a motherfucker. But just like 50 Cent said, love will get you killed too. So you got to be very careful. And it's embarrassing that Papoose has to go through this shit again. But he knew better. He should have given himself time when he separated from Remy. He should have given himself more time. I know if you find your spouse cheating on you, you want to go ahead and do the same thing and put revenge and take out your revenge out on your exes on what they did to you. But sometimes you can't bone rush into another relationship. Sometimes you got to stay cool, calm, and collected and just take your time. Take some time for yourself. Get yourself back into the rhythm and algorithm and get yourself back into that tone to where you once was. Because you just can't bone rush into another relationship and think that it's all going to work out. Look what you're going through now, Papoose. Look what you're going through. And that's exactly why Clarissa Shields decided to take advantage, because you was plan A. And I can't believe I'm saying this, because I was rooting for Clarissa and Papoose. When I saw the relationship, man, I was like, man, finally Papoose found happiness. But guess what? 50 Cent and his homeboy just showed us otherwise, with evidence and proof. And now Clarissa is running. Oh no, that's a lie. I'm finna go ahead and sue you. Now 50 Cent is saying, go ahead and sue me. Go ahead and sue me so we can show more evidence and proof. Now Clarissa's running. Now she don't want to talk about the lawsuit no more. He got you exactly where he wanted you. He put you in a position where he knew that you was gonna fall for the okie doke, and Clarissa, you fell for 50 Cent's okie doke. You can't say nothing now. What are you gonna tell Papoose? Oh, I was eating a banana, I dropped it, and I slipped, fell, and landed on the other nigga dick? That's what you gonna tell Papoose now? You can't tell Papoose that, because you know you were dead wrong, Clarissa. And I was rooting for you and Papoose. Papoose is a good man, Clarissa. Papoose is not a cheater. Papoose does not engage himself with other women when he's with one woman. He's a great father. And most of all, when he's with somebody that he loves, he keeps it 1,000. But Remy Ma and you couldn't keep it 100 with him, because y'all like bad boys. Y'all don't want no good men. Good men are boring. Good men are lame. I want me a bad boy that treats women like shit. I want to chase him. I want that good dick. Man, you know what? Women and men that cheat, they ain't no good. They hold no value. Trust me, because I was a piece of shit myself. Oh, thank you very much. I am speaking the truth. And thank you for coming in my live. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really do. But it just comes to show you, this is what relationships hold. And especially when a good man is being bombarded by women who don't want a good man. They just keep you there like a fucking possum, until they feel that you too boring to go out and go trick out again. Because men do the same thing with good women. Oh, I'm going to just keep her here like a possum. You know, she's my plan A. But now I'm going to go to plan B and try to fuck this bitch. I'm going to go to plan C and try to fuck this bitch. And when it gets too suspicious, I'm going to go right back and act like the victim. That's exactly what Clarissa and Remy Ma did to Papoose. And Papoose is the one taking it harder. Why? Because he's the one that's loyal. He's the one that's faithful. He's the one that's kind. He's the one that's caring. He's the one that's ready to risk his life to defend his family and defend the woman that he loves. While she over there tricking with his enemy's fucking homeboy. What? Are you serious, Clarissa? You knew that your man and 50 Cent had beef, and you want to go in and fuck with 50 Cent homeboy. What, you thought that 50 wasn't going to put you out there? And 50 was there when you did it. That's where you fucked up at, Clarissa. 50 Cent was there when you was all up on his homeboy's dick. Clarissa, just give it up. Stop lying. Stop denying it. You got caught. You got caught. Simple. Why you denying something when there's so much evidence and proof on you? And I can't believe it. I feel stupid because I was defending you and Papoose. Now, I'm only defending Papoose because you hurting this man. You hurting this man for no fucking reason. And he defended you when 50 Cent was clowning on you. He defended you when 50 Cent disrespected you. But 50 Cent had a lot of ammunition. You should have just kept it quiet and let Papoose and 50 Cent handle the situation. But you decided to get in because you're the greatest boxing woman of all time. Not to me. Layla Ali is the greatest woman boxer to me, which is Muhammad Ali's daughter. So you want to be macho man and macho women and think that you can get a man's perspectives and and problems. And now what you doing to Papoose has came out the fucking door. has came out to the world. Now you looking stupid as fuck. That's fucked up, Clarissa. Why you doing somebody like Papoose wrong? Well, all that man has ever done is respect you and love you and be there for you for real. You ain't never had no man like Papoose. And remember, you left your first man for Papoose. So Papoose should have taken into consideration when you did that. And when you and Papoose were talking, you were still talking to your ex. 50 Cent put everything out there. You know 50 Cent is the most pettiest motherfucker in the internet. Don't you think that he would have all that ammunition? What did Papoose say on the song? He said he has a lot of wingspan. He's a bird. So what do you think? That 50 Cent ain't reached out to your ex? What do you think? That 50 Cent being there when y'all were cool, when Maserati, Bud, and you were chilling and 50 was there? You didn't think that 50 Cent was going to put that out there the day that you and him started going through altercations and beef and having problems? And then him seeing you tying it up with Papoose, he said, this bitch better not ever try me because I'm going to put her ass out there. And guess what? He fucking did just that. Where you got to run now? Clarissa, you got nowhere to hide. You got no excuses. You got nothing to say. And you know who you embarrassed? You embarrassed Papoose. You embarrassed the man that loves you. You embarrassed the man that was there for you and is still there for you. For the man that defended you through thick and thin. For the man that left Remy for. And just like Remy, you did Papoose the same. Ain't you ashamed of yourself? And you over here looking like a hypocrite, going off on Remy, talking about, oh, why you did Papoose that way? Why you cheated on Papoose? Damn, Papoose a good nigga. And here you go cheating on Papoose too. God damn. That's what happens with piece of shit peoples that do good peoples wrong. And it's the good peoples that end up suffering at the ending of the day. It's the good peoples that end up crying. It's the good peoples that end up sad. It's the good peoples that have to go through the sorrow and struggle and trouble and pain and antagonizing, unknowing fucking people laughing at them, making fun of them, making memes and posting them. Why do bad people go put good people through that? I know why. Because they feel like they can. They feel that they got the power because everything else is going over their heads. So fuck this relationship. I'm going to have my fun. I'm not going to stop having fun. Look at me. I'm at the peak at my fucking life. So if you don't like it, then leave me. But you know what? I want to keep you as plan A because you goody goody. When I need peace, when I need to feel comfortable, when I need to feel love, even though I don't love you, I have you. But when I want to fuck, when I want to trick, when I want a bad boy or etc., a bad woman, I'm going to go to plan B. That's exactly what you was, Papoose. You was a plan. You was a orchestrated narrative. Not into being respected and loved, but to be played whenever the fuck she felt like it. And knowing that you probably was never going to find out. Just like Remy Ma did him. And look, everything is now out in the open. What else can you put Papoose through that he hasn't been through with his first baby mama and you and Remy and you now? What can y'all do to Papoose? Glad he didn't get her pregnant. All she want is a baby. And that's the problem. If they were to have a baby, you know that child is gonna not respect her at the ending of the day, because when that child grows up, that child's gonna find out the truth of how she did her father or his father, and that child is going to learn how to hate the parent that did the other parent wrong. It's just like 50 Cent. If you see Marcus, the reason why Marcus hates 50 Cent so much is because, you tried to kill my mama and me when I was a kid. You burned the house down. And you even told my mama that you were going to kill her. That's why Marcus defends his mom for 50 Cent. Every time 50 Cent wants to see her, Marcus got to be there because he don't trust 50 Cent. But they want to defend 50 Cent. Papoose has never hit a woman. Papoose has never burned down a house with a child in it. Papoose is a great father. So come on, man. It's like, really? You really gonna put yourself through that, Clarissa? Yes, you are. Because you have been exposed. And I can't believe it because I really believed in you and Papoose. So many people believed in you and Papoose. Not only me, hundreds of thousands of people were happy for you and Papoose. And him being by your side through your boxing career, him being your fucking, you know what I'm saying? You're not your trainer, but you know, he was there through everything. Once he was with you, he never left your side. Through all your boxing matches, through your trials, through your tribulations, people making fun of you, people disrespecting you. Papoose was there since day one. But guess what? You took that away. You cheated on that man for no fucking reason. You did that man wrong for no fucking reason. You took that man heart, threw it on the ground, you stepped on it and spit on it and said, fuck Papoose. That's what you did, Clarissa. How do you think that's going to affect Papoose later on if he decides to leave you? I don't think Papoose will ever trust another woman in his life. He's already been done that to twice. His first baby mama, Remy, and now you. I don't think Papoose will ever open up his heart to another woman the way he did with Remy, his first baby mama, and you. Because every time he does that, he seems to be getting played. He seems to be taken advantage of. He seems to be the one to only get hurt. I don't think Papoose will ever open his heart the way that he's opened it up to all three individuals of women that I just talked about. That he had a personal relationship and was with and also loved. I don't think Papoose will ever trust a woman in that category. Knowing that he's been embarrassed and be looked as the fucking mocking fool of the century. Knowing that people are making fun of him because of what Remy did to him or because of what you did to him now too? No, how do you think Papoose feel, Clarissa? You think that man is happy? You think that man is joyful right now? And that's the fucked up thing, Clarissa, that you seem not to understand. But you do understand because you saw what that man was going through when Remy Ma did all that shit to him. You saw all the problems that he got into when he was dealing with all that shit with fucking Remy Ma. This man almost lost his career because he was there to protect, to serve, to love, to be honest, to be real, to be loyal, to be faithful to Remy Ma. He almost lost his career because of Remy Ma. And now you want to embarrass him like that too? Wow. Boy, the things that people do, bro. Wow. And you know what? The only person that's going to end up suffering at the ending of the day is you. Because look at Remy Ma now. Even though Remy Ma's still fucking around with Captain E, whatever the fuck his name, Captain Block E, whatever, she's still yearning now for Papoose. Every time that Remy Ma sees Papoose with you, Clarissa, she gets mad. She gets angry. Why? Because her plan A was taken away. She wasn't planning on staying with plan B. She didn't want plan B as a relationship. She wanted plan B to just fuck and have fun. To get away from plan A in the family. So she's mad. She hates you. She wants to shank you, probably shoot your ass. And you had that leverage on Remy Ma. But now that leverage is gone because of what 50 Cent has exposed you of being. Another Remy Ma to Papoose. How do you think that man feels right now? That man is destroyed. I know that man right now sitting down saying, damn, why me, bruh? I do everything in my power to show my honesty, to show that I care, to show that I love you, to show that I appreciate you, to show you that I'm valuable as a man, as a king, that I'm always there for you. I never leave your side, even when you're mad, even when you're sad, even when you go through your trials and tribulation, Clarissa. I'm still here. Don't forget, I'm Papoose. I'm your nigga. But you know what? Fuck you, Papoose. That's what Clarissa said to you when she was with 50 Cent homeboy. She said, forget you. I'm going to go with plan B for a little bit. Because right now you're boring, Papoose. That's what Clarissa said. And it's a goddamn shame because she's only showing an example of what women should not be doing to a good man. She's giving the example and she's giving the open doors for women to validate themselves on not being guilty of the fucked up shit that they do, just like fucked up men do. Oh, I'm the woman. I'm going to be the victim. Yes, I'm a cheat. Like fucked up men do too. And then I'm going to play the victim because I got to keep my plan A because I can't go to plan B. Plan B is not the plan for me to be with for the rest of my life. But I want to have fun with plan B because plan A is getting boring. And that's why Clarissa Shields now is being exposed. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I want you to write it down in the comment. I want you to put the number one when I say this. If y'all agree with me, God does not like ugly. If y'all agree with me, put one on the chat. Put one on the live. If y'all know that God does not like ugly, put one in the chat. Because God does not like ugly. And you got exposed. You got exposed for a man that would have given everything to you. And I don't even think Papoose is going to leave you. I don't think so. He's already been humiliated and embarrassed. You think he's going to leave you? No. But one thing I do say, to keep his eyes. He knows that you can't be trusted. He knows that when you say that you're going to go hang out with your girls, or you're going to go hang out with your peoples, or you're going to go to an event, he knows to keep his eyes open and his ears wide open, just in case he was wrong. Show proof that you never told them that you did. Something, Clarissa, you fucked up. And 50 Cent put it all there. Don't you think that this nigga was not going to put you out there? No wonder why 50 Cent was playing around with you. Because he had ammunition. He had evidence and proof. He had everything he needed out there. But who stepped up? Because he is your man. He's your king. Stepped up to defend you. And 50 Cent was just, oh, I can't rap against Papoose. Shit, Papoose gonna fuck me up when it comes to rapping in battles, but I'm gonna win the war. I'm gonna win the fight. Cause I'm gonna put your girl out there. She was fucking with my boy. Look at the video. How she shaking her ass with my. Yeah. Hey, Papoose, you like that? You like how my dog got your girl by her thighs and shit? How they chilling in the ride and she's all up on him in my ride? Yeah. Man, you just destroyed Papoose' heart. You destroyed his confidence. You destroyed his trust. You destroyed every bit of fucking trust and lovable and valuable feelings that he had towards you. Now he has to be careful when it comes to you. Yep. Now he has to be very careful when it comes to you, Clarissa. Because there ain't no telling what the fuck you gonna do. Ain't no telling what other shit you gonna end up doing or other shit that even Papoose don't know about that needs to come out in the open. Maybe this is just not the only dude that you did this with. Maybe there's more dudes that you did this with, and maybe 50 Cent got more arsenal to put it out there. But I'm disappointed as fuck because you did Papoose wrong. Now, if 50 Cent would have been, you know what I'm saying, just trolling and talking shit, I would have been like, man, 50 Cent, you full of shit. But this man put evidence and proof out there. And there's other people coming out showing evidence and proof of you being with this dude. How do you think Papoose feels? How do you think Papoose feels right about now, Clarissa? How do you think Papoose is adjusting to this? How do you think Papoose right now is feeling mentally, physically, emotionally? How do you think Papoose is fucking just rallying through all this? He already went through it with Remy Ma. Now he's got to deal with it with you. It's sad to see how men and women in your position act this way because you letting the money get to you and you feel that you the greatest and you feel that you can't be touched and you can't be exposed got to you to not taking care to the man that loves you, not being for the man that loves you, not being loyal to the man that loves you. But instead, you want to be loyal to ignorance. You want to be loyal to negativity. You want to be loyal to cheating. You want to be loyal to the bullshit that comes with it. And you're going to end up losing Papoose. But I know he ain't going nowhere right now because that man loves you. He just got out of one fucked up relationship to get into another fucked up relationship. Man, that man right now ain't feeling too good about himself right now. But I'm going to go ahead, man, and I'm going to end this live. Because in reality, at the ending of the day, Clarissa, the one that's going to suffer, the one that's going to stay alone if you keep on with this behavior, is going to be you. This is your boy Chico Black. Thank y'all all for coming in. Thank you all for being in the chat. Thank all for coming that has supported my channel. Those that have subscribed, my new subscribers, my day ones. Thanks to everybody. I truly appreciate it. But this is your boy Chico Black. I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Peace. Damn. Damn, the shit don't want to end? Oh, Lord.